Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we're going to have a little different practice. We're going to start standing at the top of the mat. So you can go ahead and step at the front of the mat. Remember, you want to have your props handy in case you need them. Blanket or blankets, strap, cushion or pillow or bolster. Or you can also have your blocks if you have those at home, get them and have them nearby. So just step at the front of the mat and about a fist distance between your toes and your knees. Make sure you have that alignment. Then engage your bum so that your pelvis neutralizes. So you want your pubic bone and your hip bones parallel to the front wall if you have a wall in front of you, or perpendicular to the floor. Draw your rib cage in, but at the same time, draw your shoulder blades together. So although you are moving the rib cage inwards, we're not rounding the shoulders forward. And so we are still able to open up through the chest. Palms face forward. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Try to send the weight back to your heels. And see if you can align your body. So stacking your hips over the knees. Shoulders over hips, crown of the head maybe in line with the base of the spine. And just sending the weight to the heels, but at the same time keeping the toe mounts onto the floor. Maybe rise your toes and spread them wide. Notice if your fingers also do that. Try to relax your fingers or keep them extended. Slightly tuck your chin onto your chest. And press the crown of the head towards the sky. Now you want to draw the navel in and pull it gently up. So this is your second bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. At the same time, imagine as if you needed to go to the bathroom and you're holding, so you're lifting the pelvic floor muscles. And you control how much effort you put into lifting those muscles. You're going to start feeling your navel moving in and this bottom muscles moving up gently. It's like if you had a vacuum and it's moving up all of this energy, all of these muscles, pulling them up through the crown of the head and let it pull you up. Keep your eyes closed and observe what your body is doing. If you feel even, if you feel like you're shifting to left, right, back and forth. And just try to center your body. Find your center of gravity. Relax your toes on the floor, but don't let them grip. And notice if that changes the way your legs are working. Now I'll give you another visualization. Press your feet down onto the floor. And then imagine as if you were trying to extend the center of your mat. So you're pressing your feet down and away from each other. And think about the kneecaps, the center of your knees pointing forward. So there is a little bit of an external rotation of your thighs. And that will put some more weight on the outer edges of your feet. So for those of you who pronate, this is a wonderful way to balance out the way you put the weight on your feet. Activating the arches of your feet. We'll take 2 more breaths here, full deep breaths. When you are ready and as you exhale next, tuck your chin onto your chest and blink your eyes open. Relax your posture, walk it out, and shake the tension off. This time we're going to walk our feet and just let your feet go anywhere they feel comfortable. So for some of us, the toes will point out, and that's okay. Just make sure that when you bend your knees, the kneecaps point towards the toes. So instead of letting your knees collapse. So really watching that. So find yourself back at the center of the mat. I just wanted to show you. And so from here, at the top of the mat, And now from here, relax your shoulders, micro bend your knees, and swing your arms, tapping your back. And just gentle taps here. Let your arms swing. Feel that gentle rotation of the hips. If you start noticing that your knees don't like this, turn the opposite foot in so that you're not taking your knee along with it, because your pelvis is rotating. So your knee is gonna probably feel this. So you don't have to. Turn your foot in. And maybe go a little wider with your arms. Don't tap yourself too hard, unless you're into that stuff. Just kidding. Breathe deeply. And when you are ready, come back to center, shoulders back and down. Observe your breath. Awesome. When you're ready, walk your feet once again and notice how they land. So the same alignment you had before. Bend your knees. Make sure that your knees and your toes point on the same direction. Now from here, we're going to start bouncing back and forth, watching for the knees. Arms come forward. You can go side to side and let your arms just move as you find your rhythm. Find your center and bounce at the center. We're going to start with a simple breath, inhale and exhale. So as you take your next inhalation, bounce your arms forward. As you exhale, bounce your arms out. As you inhale, bending the knees, bounce your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bend your knees a lot. Swing your arms by your sides. Gaze towards the floor. Don't let your head collapse. That's important. And once you go down, you want your belly to come close to the thighs, but right now don't worry too much about touching just yet. Don't let your pelvis tilt this way. Try to keep your spine as neutral as possible. Feet remain active, so if you don't press your toes in, your knees are going to be safe. Sending the weight always towards the heels. Okay, let's do it together. Inhale, arms forward. Inhale, arms out. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. You can exhale through your nostrils or ha. Inhale, inhale. Oh, sorry. No, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you want to go a little faster, you can. However, if there is high blood pressure, heart condition, don't bother. Really go slowly and at your own pace. Make sure this feels right. We're going to start warming up our bodies as we move our arms, as we engage our glutes. Every time you come up after this fall, squeeze your bum to take you back up to an upright. Continue to bounce. Keep your feet active throughout the whole time. Keep the breath flowing. Now, those of you who are familiar and comfortable with the breath of joy, we're going to do that. So you're going to inhale just a little bit, 3/4 of your lung capacity. Exhale, another one. Inhale, another one. Inhale up and exhale down. So that means 3 short inhalations for 1 full exhalation. So and once again, you find your rhythm. You don't want to breathe into the full of your lungs capacity. So 1/4 for each inhalation. And exhale. So 1st quarter, 2nd, 3rd, and exhale. And remember the exhalation, you pick what works for you. All right, are you feeling that joy already? Are you feeling that heat building up? Make sure your shoulder blades engage, especially when your arms go out to the sides and up and down. If you start feeling lightheaded, please stop. This can be too intense. Now, those of you who are comfortable, you bend your knees each time a little more so that your belly starts coming closer to the thighs. One more. Inhale and exhale. Walk it out. Find your Tadasana at the front of the mat. Close your eyes. Hands together, heart center, Namaste position. Observe. If you are not comfortable closing your eyes, focus, find your drishti, maybe in front of you, find a still point and keep your gaze there. And turn your awareness back to your breath. Breath of joy is a very cleansing pranayama, so you might start feeling your nose cleansing, and you can go for a tissue and blow your nose. It's important that you take advantage of the heat that you just built and all that flow of prana to cleanse and to release whatever that you don't need anymore. Awesome. So you can see at the top of the mat, I'm just moving to not upset our beautiful plant. So we're gonna bring ourselves to Namaste. And as you inhale, bring your hands up, reach up, gaze maybe up. You don't have to go into a back bend or a pelvic tilt. Now, as you exhale, bring your hands through the heart, bend your knees a bit, hinge at the hips, and fall forward. As you inhale, bend your knees a lot or a little bit. Squeeze your bum, reach your arms to the sides, come all the way up to extend your legs, palms might touch. Exhale, hands to center of the heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fall forward. Bend your knees, don't let them collapse at the center. You might let your head relax down, watch for the neck. Inhale, bend your knees more, squeeze your bum, come all the way up, reach your hands. Exhale, back to Namaste. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bending the knees. Extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to Namaste. Inhale. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back to Namaste. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Move with your breath. If you're going faster or slower, honor that. Make sure your breaths are full, however. Shoulders back and down, close your eyes. When you get there, observe. Don't let your mind wander. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. You may open your eyes. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands by the heart. Bend the knees, fall forward. Stay here for a few moments. Maybe your hands or your fingertips touch the floor by your feet. Now, as you take your next inhalation, take a big step back with your right foot, releasing the knee onto the floor. You can breathe normally. We're not going to follow the path of the breath just yet. Just make sure you are breathing. Uncurl the toes if that feels right. If you feel you need to keep your toes curled, that's fine. Do that. If not, uncurl. So you want to elongate your body. So it's okay if you touch the floor, but it's okay if you don't. But we stay leaning forward just a little bit without collapsing. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, maybe gaze forward. As you exhale, plant the hands, curl the back toes, pick up the knee, and step back, downward dog. And we take one deep breath. And on your next breath, maybe walk your feet a little bit, just a little bit towards the hands, bend the knees, and push your chest closer to the thighs. Aligning your downward dog, making sure that the eyes of the elbows might face forward. Make sure that your tailbone is rising. Don't worry about your hamstrings. Maybe your toes are lifted. The next time you inhale, bring your knees onto the ground. And as you exhale, step forward with your right foot. The next time you inhale, lengthen through the spine. We take a few moments and we check the alignment. So you want that front knee right over the heel. Make sure it's not pushing forward. This is important. Really watching for that. A really good way to keep your knee in place is rising your toes. It's hard to push. Try it. Lift the toes and try to push forward. It's not going to happen. Not that easy though. So make sure that you rise your toes and you keep the weight on your heel to protect your knee. All right. Bring your hands by your sides. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, curl the back toes. Pick up the knee and step forward. Head down. Take a few moments here. Bend your knees as much as you need to release your lower back. Maybe round your back. Maybe relax your head down. And as you take your next inhalation, bend your knees. Reverse swan, we call. So your hands by your sides in a circular motion. Come up with your legs bent. Finally, extend your legs, palms touch, and back to heart center. Close your eyes, watch your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Awesome. We'll do the other side. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Squeeze your buttocks to protect your lower back. Exhale, hands by the heart. Bend your knees, fall forward. Inhale, left foot back. Big step so that your knee doesn't stay forward. Exhale your knee onto the floor and uncurl the toes. And once again, we take a moment here to align ourselves so the body knows where to go once we get into the movement. And we're going to move very slow, so don't worry. All right, lengthen through the spine. Inhale here. And as you exhale, curl the back toes, pick up the knee, and step back on your high plank. Stretching here. Breathe deeply. Take one more breath, full deep breath. And once again, start adjusting your downward dog, tailbone up, eyes of the elbows face forward, relax your neck, relax your jaw. One more breath, full deep breath. Next time you inhale, knees on the ground. Exhale, step forward with your left foot. And lengthen through the spine here. Once again, checking in with the knee, checking in with the hip, with the shoulders. Inhale here, maybe look forward or up. Exhale, curl the back toes, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees a lot, hands by your sides, come all the way up, squeeze your bum, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a few moments and watch your breath. We're gonna do 2 more rounds on each side of this simplify sun salutation. So when you're ready, reach up, inhale. Hands by the heart, exhale. Inhale, right foot back, knee down, lengthen through the spine. Take your time to get there. You can uncurl the toes once you do this. As you exhale, curl the toes again. This is a good stretch for your feet and go back onto your downward facing dog. And we'll take a few moments in downward dog. Feel your breath, feel the heat you're building. If downward dog doesn't feel right, stay in tabletop position. You can do cat-cows while we are in downward dog, and that's fine. 2 more breaths, excuse me, 2 more breaths here in that downward facing dog. Next time you inhale, knees down. And as you exhale, step forward with your right foot. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Exhale, curl the back toes, pick up the knee, and step forward. Bend your knees quite a bit. Inhale, squeeze your bum, come up, reach. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, fall forward. Inhale, left knee back. Lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, slowly curl the back toes, pick up the knee, and step back on your downward facing dog, and breathe. Remember, you can go to tabletop cat-cow. We'll meet you there to continue to flow. Don't overdo it. One more breath, full deep breath. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, left foot between the hands, lengthen through the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, curl the toes, or if they were curled like mine, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees a lot. Reverse swan, squeeze your bum, reach up. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Take a few moments, observe. Inhale, reach up. Hands by the heart, fall forward. Right knee down as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog, stretch back. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, step forward with your right foot, lengthen through the spine. Inhale deeply here, curl the back toes. Exhale, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees a lot, reverse swan. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hands by the heart, fall forward. Inhale, left knee on the floor, lengthen through the spine, maybe uncurl the toes, maybe not. Exhale, curl the toes, pick up the knee, downward facing dog, and breathe. You try to slow down your breath so we don't have to rush through our movement. We'll take one more breath here. Next time you inhale, knees down. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, uncurl the toes, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees a lot, reverse swan, squeeze your bum, come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Take a few moments, close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that, and breathe. If closing your eyes doesn't feel all right, find your drishti, so maybe on the floor, maybe straight ahead. Bring your hands on your hips, and as you take your next inhalation, opening your eyes, step back with your left foot. And heel to your foot back, just comfortably. You don't have to go too far back, by the way. Front knee stays bent and try to keep the knee over the heel. The back foot, you can either put the outer edge of the foot parallel to the short end of the mat, or you can turn your toes in towards the center of the mat a little bit. Watch for your hips. So the hips might be facing the long end of the mat, but if that starts bothering your knee, then allow your hips to find that place where both knees feel right. Squeeze your buttocks, draw your pubic bone slightly forward, lengthen through the spine, inhale, T position of the arms. Try to keep your shoulders over the hips, don't lean towards your side, to the best of your ability. Gaze towards your right hand, throwing your blades together, keeping your fingers together. And some of you might want to come up a little, you have gone too far. Some of you might want to go a little deeper without letting the knee pass the ankle. Inhale deeply here. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers or hold onto your wrist. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your torso towards the right and gently lower. Watch for that knee, front knee. Put some weight on the outer edge of your back foot. Now, if you're quite flexible, don't collapse onto the stretch. Stay a little higher than your mind is telling you should do. Keep engaging through your legs. Keep pressing through your heels, activating your arches, engaging your glutes. Engage your bandas, mula banda. Lift the pelvic floor muscles, remember, like trying to go to the bathroom, and then pull in the navel and up. Breathe. Keep your shoulder blades together. If that doesn't feel right, you can have your strap handy. If you keep losing the grip, have your strap and put it on each hand, one end on each hand, and keep your hands shoulder width apart, and that will do too. I like the strap I like a lot actually. Keep your shoulder blades together. Elongate your neck, don't let your head collapse. Next time you inhale, with control, come back up to an upright. Knee stays bent. You can put your strap aside. Shoulders back and down as you exhale. Breathe deeply here. Inhale here. And as you exhale, side bend to your left. You can bring your right arm as you breathe in. And for your left hand, you can bring your hand on your leg without pressing on your knee. You can have your hand on your hip to help you lengthen through the right side. You can have the top of your hand on your lower back. Many options for you to stay safe with your shoulder. If this is too much for your rotator, you can keep your arm forward. Front knee bends. Feet are active. Breath is flowing. You're going onto a side bend, not onto a back bend. So really watch it here. Your chest and your front of your pelvis are facing the long end of the mat, or sort of that direction. All right, next time you inhale, T position of the arms. And as you exhale, helicopter your arms to the front, pivot the back foot, and rest your knee onto the ground. Go onto your tabletop. Inhale, cow stretch, tailbone up, belly drops, gaze forward or up. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and stretch back on your downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Breathing here. Next time you inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, step forward with your left foot. Inhale, lengthen, curl the toes under. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, slowly, come up, reach. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Bring your hands on your hips and step back with your right foot. And so once again, you want to measure your foot and you want to adjust it to whatever feels right for your hips. Front knee stays bent, and you can have your hips adjusted to protect the knees. Shoulder blades together, arms out to the sides at a T position. Gaze to the left hand. Breathe deeply. So some of you, once again, want to go a little further into this lunge. You can, but you don't have to. If you feel it's too much, you can stay a little behind from the ankle. Fingers are together. Put some weight on the outer edge of your back foot. Try not to let your hips sink onto the side. Balance your hips to the best of your ability. Awesome. The next time you exhale, bring your hands behind your neck, and you can hold onto your wrist, maybe hold the other way. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your torso to the left and hinge forward. You can move your hands up if your shoulders allow. And if you, like me, were working with your strap, you are welcome to take your strap now and have it about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit closer, blades together, and go right into your humble warrior. Breathe deeply. Think about your mula bandas, your bandas, mula banda and udiana banda. Press your heels onto the floor. Activate your toes, maybe lift them. Don't go too far down. Even if you can, try to stay in that place that feel that you're shaking, that you're working. Next time you inhale, with control, lengthen through the spine, squeeze your bum. Exhale, come back up, keep the front knee bent, and put your strap on the side. T position, blades together, inhale. And as you exhale, side bend to your right, bring your left hand maybe up. Remember, you can keep your hand pointing towards that front knee, and you can adjust your right hand in any position that will support you. Peaceful warrior. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. With control, squeeze your bum as you inhale. Exhale back to a T position, shoulders back and down. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Exhale, helicopter your arms to the front, pivot the back foot, and knee down and step back. Inhale, tailbone up, drop your belly, look forward. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, downward facing dog. Breathe. The next time you breathe in, walk your hands back towards your feet, hands to feet. And once you get to the back of the mat, have about a fist distance between the toes, heels wider apart. Bend your knees and come halfway with your knees bent. Try to minimize the arch on your lower back if it's too deep, but if you're tucked in, then think about sending your tailbone back. So you want a gentle, neutral lower back arch. Draw your shoulder blades together, putting the mat on your thoracic spine. Push your shoulder blades down so your shoulders stay away from the ears. Gaze is down. Breath is flowing. You can lower it if you want. Keep adjusting through your pelvis. Don't put all the weight on the hands. The next time you exhale, press the heels on the floor and come up to a standing position. Shoulders back and down, palms face forward, close your eyes. Tadasana, mountain pose. Observe. Take one more breath, full deep breath. Open your eyes, release your hands, walk it out, and shake the tension off. When you are ready, from Tadasana, micro bend your knees and bend your right hand and bring it out to the right. Your palm is facing up. By the way, for this one, you might want to go by the wall. That's okay. We're going to do a balancing pose, not a Rajasana or dancer's pose. You can have your strap handy as well. If it's hard to get a hold of your foot, we can do it with the strap. All right, so those of you, I'm gonna put my strap aside. So hand by your side, I'm gonna just to the side. Bend your right foot and hold onto the inside of your foot with your hand. So your thumb is pointing towards the back, your shoulder is externally rotated, and bring your knees together. If you find that hard to do, then you're gonna take your strap instead. You can make a loop with the strap, bend your knee, and hold anywhere that feels right for you. All right? You're opening through your shoulder as well. Perfect. So we are, whether with the strap or without, holding onto the foot. Try to keep your hips facing forward. Keep your back foot flexed. Reach up with your left hand, maybe Gyan Mudra, thumb and index touch. And the next time you inhale, kick your foot back until you cannot go any further. And as you exhale, start hinging forward. You may start kicking that foot higher and keep balancing your pelvis forward. If you are by the wall, you can place one hand on the wall, hold onto the foot or with the strap, and start hinging forward. Try to kick your foot back. Rather than hinging forward, try to think on that action of kicking your foot, getting that nice stretch through your quad. The next time you inhale, come back onto an upright position, knees together, arm up. Exhale, release your foot, walk it out, and shake the tension off. Great job. Awesome, we're gonna do the other side. When you're ready, find your Tadasana. Bend your left knee and bring your hand behind, left arm and bring your hand behind you. Now hold onto your ankle gracefully, just like I just did, and bring your knees together. Reach up with your right hand, Gyan Mudra. Hips are facing forward, shoulders are into its sockets. Back foot is active, and once again, you start kicking through that foot. And you can go by the wall, hold onto the wall, and start hinging forward from the hips as you breathe. And so the same thing, you guys, I'm going to show you the strap thing. So remember, you put the foot on the strap, bend your knee, and open through your shoulder. So that will give you more range of motion, that will give you more space to work with that leg, pushing it back. Maybe Gyan Mudra. If you're hinging forward, your arm goes along with your torso. And the next time you inhale with control, come back up. And as you exhale, watch it with the strap, release your foot, and shake the tension off. Awesome. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulders back and down. Go to the back of the mat. Hands together, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands by the heart. Bend your knees, hinge forward, rest your hands by your feet or in front of your feet. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Lift your torso only, keep your knees bent. Exhale, fall. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Squeeze your bum and lower. Adjust yourself. Bring your hands by your feet, palms up, gaze to the right, round your shoulders, and let the temple rest on the floor. If this is hard for your neck, you can have a blanket or a block under your temple, or you can have a block or a blanket or your fists under the forehead or that line between your forehead and the hair. Allow your big toes to touch, let your heels flare. Balance your hips on the ground. Gaze to the other side to balance your neck. If you kept your forehead on the floor or on your fist, you can stay here for one more breath. And when you're ready, bring your forehead to the floor and move your hands by your sides, maybe by your rib cage. Feet are parallel. Press the top of the feet on the floor. Now, as you take your next inhalation, press the top of the feet on the ground, pick up the knees, and lift your upper body, forehead, nose, chin, and chest. Draw your blades together. Next time you exhale, rest your chest, chin, nose, and forehead down. Inhale from forehead to chest. Exhale from chest to forehead. 3 more. Inhale. Pranic Bhujangasana. Breathing cobra. Last one. Inhale, come up and stay. Breathe. Now press the top of the feet on the floor. And as you inhale, bend your right knee, flex your foot. As you exhale, rotate your pelvis. Bring your foot behind you. Try to balance your shoulders. Watch for your elbow on the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, down. Awesome. We're going to try it with the Sphinx arms. And you can bring your elbows to the outer edges of the mat, making a diamond shape, actually. But still keeping your shoulders and your elbows in line. Bend your knee as you inhale, and as you exhale, rotate, keep your elbows on the floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Other side, inhale. Exhale, rotate pelvis, foot behind you. You may not touch the floor. Watch for your shoulders. Notice how each side will be different. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, down to the floor. Other side, inhale. And exhale, rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, rotate. Don't torque your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Stack your fist, forehead down. Take a few moments here. Bring your big toes to touch. Let your heels flare. Take one more breath, full deep breath. Bring your hands under the shoulders as you inhale. And as you exhale, push yourself up. Curl the toes under, pick up the knees, going up onto downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pushing your tailbone up, feeling a nice stretch through your back. Relax your neck, eyes of the elbows face forward. Next time you inhale, bring your knees onto the floor. And as you exhale, you can have your blanket or blankets under your knees. You can have one blanket between the heels and your glutes. Round your body so you want your knees closer together if that works for you. Rest your forehead either on the floor or stack your fist or place a prop under. Breathe. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Next time you inhale, bring your hands under the shoulders. And as you exhale, come up onto your heels. Now, from your heels, find a comfortable seated position. So everybody is different, so you might find that sitting on your heels is okay. You can have your bolster and sit on your bolster. Go cross-legged in Sukhasana. It's really what works. So I'm going to stay here on my heels. This is what feels right for me today. But you go ahead and change it if you need to. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Inhale, shoulders back and down. And as you exhale, interlace your fingers and flip your palms forward. Tuck your tailbone, round your back, and let your head release between your arms. As you inhale, bring your palms to face the sky, lengthen through the spine, and push up, like if you were trying to touch the ceiling with your palms. Maybe Kumbhaka, you don't have to hold the breath. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind you. You can either interlace your fingers or have your strap and stretch through the arms. Draw your blades together, send your chest forward. And as you exhale, keep that chest expander position. Hinge forward from the hips and maybe bring your forehead towards the floor. You don't have to touch the floor either. Squeeze your bum. Now, press your feet onto the floor to protect you as you come up. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands back to Namaste. We'll do it again. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, Ushas Mudra, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, palms up. Maybe Kumbhaka. You don't have to hold the breath. Push, push, push. Exhale, hands behind you. Chest expander or hold onto the strap. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Blades together. Exhale, hinge forward, forehead down. Inhale, coming up. Watch for your back. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Adjust your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, push up. Maybe Kumbhaka. Exhale, hands behind you. Inhale into chest expander. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Keep your spine neutral. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back to Namaste. We'll do 2 more at your own pace. Inhale. When you finish with your rounds, keep your hands together in the heart center. Take your time and watch your breath. If you need to change your seated position and go cross-legged, you're welcome to do that. If you feel comfortable staying where you are, you can do that as well, or cross your legs the other way if you were cross-legged. Remember that sitting on a bolster, block, blanket is always an option. So once you have found your seated position, you're going to bring your hands on your lap, curl your fingers into your hands like a fist, and then allow your index to gently press against your thumb. Just the tip of your index against your thumb, gently. And your mudra is relaxed. And then bring your Chinmaya mudra at the crease of your legs, pressing your body down. Keep your mudra relaxed. Keep your elbows soft, your blades together, your spine neutral. Slightly tuck your chin onto your chest. So we're locking all of our bandhas for Maha Bandha, drawing the pelvic floor muscles up, the navel in, and closing and locking the energy of the throat by gently tucking your chin. Allowing prana to ground you, send it as far down in your body. Chinmaya mudra is a grounding mudra, and it promotes Dirga Pranayama, the yogic breath. So start your expansion. Every time you breathe in, allow your belly to expand. Fill up into the sides of your body, into your back body, higher into your chest, into your armpits, into your upper back, until there is no more space for air to come in. Then exhale slowly, letting your body release the energy from top to bottom. Let your chest lower, empty your armpits, your upper back, your tummy, your sides, and your back body. Continue at your own pace, rising energy of prana as you inhale. Grounding energy of apana as you exhale. Chinmaya Mudra also helps to cleanse the body, so you might notice that your exhalations become longer. It does lower the blood pressure like Apana Vayu Mudra, so your heart rate will also slow down. If you have low blood pressure problems, watch what you feel, and if that doesn't feel right, flip your palms up, relax your fingers, and go and work with Gyan Mudra instead. Still promotes Dirga Pranayama, still grounding, and you're still working with your first chakra, Muladhara chakra, the chakra of safety. Feelings of being safe, feelings of being grounded and supported. It helps to regulate anxiety and stress and running thoughts. I will leave you to it. Don't let your mind wander. If you need to change your seated position, please do it. Observe. Keep releasing your shoulders away from your ears. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Release your mudra when you finish that third exhalation. Relax your hands in any place in your body that maybe you know you need extra prana. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling unease, you may bring your hands to your heart. You can bring your hands on your tummy. If you find you're feeling powerless, and then just getting that source of power, your Manipura chakra, giving a little bit of a boost. If you don't feel grounded or supported, if you don't feel safe, rest your hands on your legs and gently press your legs down. Whatever it is for you, if you find that your thoughts run wild, rest your hands right at the top of your head and breathe. Or any other part of the body that you know needs extra healing today. Infuse yourself with your own energy, with your own prana. And maybe keeping your eyes closed on your next breath, we're gonna slowly help ourselves onto our backs, finding our way onto Shavasana. Now we were seated for a while, so you're gonna start getting some sensations through your legs. You're gonna use that sensation as your main focus. Let the blood rush down through your legs, throw your blades together. Take a few moments here and observe. Don't let your mind go away, really watch. Send your breath and awareness down to your feet, wiggle your toes, and move your feet side to side. We're not going just yet, and maybe rotate your feet one way and the other just to get some movement through your legs, through your ankles. Awesome. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor. Tuck your tailbone and bring your knees towards the chest. You can hold the back of the legs and rock side to side. You can hold the knees or the shins. You may bring your arms out to the sides and allow your knees to go side to side. Keep them together. If that feels good, you can keep hugging your knees and rock side to side instead. If you like happy baby, when you are ready, you can come back to center, move your knees out to the sides, foot soles face up to the sky, so you can either hold onto the creases of the legs from the inside or the outside. You may hold onto your ankles, some of you might hold onto the big toes, and some of you might like holding instead onto the outer edges of the feet. Whatever feels right for you, maybe rock side to side, keeping your foot soles facing up. Maybe extend the opposite leg towards the sky as one knee rocks all the way to the floor. Come back to center, rock to the other side, and repeat, or stay right here. And when you are ready, come back to center, bring your foot soles together, knees together, and allow your feet to release onto the floor. Tuck your chin, not your chin, tuck your tailbone, extend your legs, observe. We're gonna end up with our Supta Baddha Konasana. You are welcome to have your pillow or your bolster under your knees if you like. I will do it without today actually. So you're gonna bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the ground, have your foot soles together, and allow your knees to flare. Have your pubic bone and your hip bones at the same level. Keep your rib cage grounding. Bring your hands by your sides. Close your eyes and watch your breath for a few moments. The next time you exhale, engage your glutes, your legs. You can help your knees up. As you inhale, extend your legs onto the floor. Relax. Don't let your mind wander. If you want to stay longer on your Shavasana, you are welcome to stay here and pause the video, and we close until our practice later. When you're ready, Otherwise, take 3 more breaths here. And when you are ready on your next inhalation, wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your feet and your hands in the motion that feels right for you. Stretch your arms overhead, bring your legs together, squeeze every muscle, especially your glutes and your thighs. Exhale, release. Again, inhale deeply, stretch and tense, prune face, tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Last one, make it count. Inhale, stretch and tense and squeeze. And exhale, release. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, tuck your tailbone, bring the knees up. Press your knees against your chest if that feels right. And when you're ready, rock onto your favorite side. Lay down here in your fetal position and observe. Notice your heartbeat, notice your breath. Use your top hand to slowly help yourself up on your next exhalation. And you're gonna come up onto your comfortable seated position, whatever that is. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Observe your breath. I thank you for allowing me into your home. I thank you for being here today. We're going to seal our practice with the sound of Om. We'll take a breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Relax your jaw, your face. Rub your hands together. Feel the heat building in your hands. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your face relaxed. Keep breathing. Whenever we're working with our arms, putting effort here, we're working also with our heart. Maybe a little faster. And when you feel that heat, that prana flowing through your hands, rest your hands on your Anahata chakra, the center of the chest at a heart level. Notice your heartbeat. Inhale through your nostrils. Side out. Inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. Awesome. Bring your hands together. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open. Continue to build the good vibes. And then shower yourself with them all around you. And remember to shake off all the stuff that you don't need to take with you. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thank you.